Well, some people hide from the winter, choosing to stay indoors or traveling to faraway places. But winter is an important time of year for polar bears who need the cold to get out and find food. The bears are already on the move, trying to make their way to the shores of Hudson Bay. Most recently, an adult polar bear was captured in Shimanawa, about 100 kilometers south of Hudson Bay. Polar Bears International is a nonprofit that works to educate and bring awareness to the protection of polar bears. Elisa Mccalla is PBI's staff scientist and Director of Conservation Outreach. Thanks for coming on the program tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So it is polar bear season right now. What does that mean for us?
It means we get to watch amazing polar bears in northern Manitoba. We have live cams streaming the polar bear migration right now, and we get to talk about polar bears and celebrate just what an amazing species they are.
Why is ice on Hudson Bay so important for the survival of the bears?
Polar bears completely rely on Arctic sea ice for survival. It gives them access to their main prey, seals. They can't outswim seals underwater, so they need that ice to get them to their food. They also travel and mate on Arctic sea ice. So without the ice, we don't have polar bears.
Now, I mentioned in my intro, but we recently reported that a polar bear was captured in Shimanawa, which is about 100 kilometers south of the Hudson Bay coast. Why do you think the bears are traveling this far south?
Yeah, it's not that unusual to have polar bears in this region, quite inland. It happens more regularly than we know, I'm sure, because it's not a very populated area. But this polar bear did follow its nose into a community, probably found some waste attractants. It is something we think will become more common as the ice patterns continue to change in Hudson Bay. But this particular bear was not really outside a zone that we wouldn't expect it to be in.
So Polar Bear Week is coming up. What will be marked? How are we marking that week?
Yeah, so October 30th to November 5th, we are celebrating polar bears even a little bit extra. We have live events all week. We're talking particularly about our research project, the Detect and Protect project, working to promote human polar bear coexistence. And there's just going to be a lot of fabulous social media, fun facts, and great polar bear footage to watch all week.
I'm running out of time, but what can we as people, I guess, do to help protect the environment for these bears?
Biggest things are talk about it with each other, normalize it in society, and vote for leaders who care about our shared future.
All right, Elisa Mccalla, Staff Scientist and Director of Conservation Outreach with Polar Bears International. Thank you for making some time for me tonight.
Thanks for making time for the polar bears.